everyone, welcome to my channel. Today it's Lynn here. So in today's video I am showing you how to create this cute twisted gatefold card. Really simple to make. So I've popped this lovely satin green ribbon around the front and tied it into a little bow. So to open your card you just need to pull the ribbon. It just reveals your cute twisted gatefold card. I've popped a little topper of in the center and I will just show you how the card stands absolutely perfectly like so. If you like, you could pop a little sentiment on the inside, or if you wanted, if I just flip my card across, you could pop some paper across the back. You could pop it across on top of the ribbon if you like, and you can put your verse on the back like so. So to create my card, I used the papers from the Alice in Wonderland collection. This was from a Simply Cards and Papercraft magazine. And then the card that I chose was from the Happy Easter pastel card. So I used this for my base card. It's got a little bit of a coating on that gives it a bit of a glossy look. And yeah, so this is the card. So I'm going to pop this to one side and I will show you how to create this twisted gatefold card. So to get started on the card, I've taken a piece of 8 1/4 by 5 inch green card, and the first, and on my 8 1/4 inch side I want to make 2 score lines, and they are going to be at 2 3/4 of an inch and then 5 1/2 inches. Pop my scoreboard to one side. So next we want to score 2 diagonal lines across the 2 end panels. So we want to go from corner to corner on both of the panels. So if you go from this corner to the left hand corner, you must also do your other side diagonal from this corner to that one. You don't want to have one going this way and one going that way. So all I've done is I've lined my paper, my card up inside my trimmer and scored my score line. If you don't have a trimmer, just grab your ruler and your scoring tool and just run your score tool from one corner to the other. Go over it a few times just to break the fibre on the card, and then come along to your second panel and do the same again from this corner to the other side. Next, what we want to do is a little bit of folding. So first of all, just fold with your fingers, and then once you have done that and you know everything is lined up correctly, then we will come back and fold with our tool. So do that with your 2 panels. Bring the first one in and burnish, second one fold and burnish, and then with these diagonal score lines, what we want to do is just take them across where you have scored your score line, like so, and fold it back with your fingers, and then do the same with this one. So again, fold across your score line like so, and what you want to create is 2 nice points on your card, like so. And then when you've done that, obviously what we will do is just come in with your bone folder and then burnish all of your score lines. And then when you bring it together, it should come together perfectly in the center, like so, and just give it a nice fold and burnish. Okay, so now to decorate the card. So I've got 2 pieces of my designer paper. So I am using the papers from the lovely Alice in Wonderland paper pad, and I've cut those down to 2.5 inches across by 4.5 inches in length. And I've used this lovely sort of candy stripe pink and white one, and I've also used this lovely rose and sort of like a trellis style background. And what you want to do is, so that we can get the shape, we need to, so basically I'm going to decorate the top 2 pieces, and I'm also going to pop a piece underneath on either side. So what you need to do is, so first of all, I'm starting with my top piece of paper. I'm popping it down like so. And what you need to do for the top pieces is come from the top right hand corner of your paper down to the left hand corner and cut a diagonal line so you get your 2 pieces like so. And there you can see they will fit perfectly onto the top. All right, so that's the top 2. However, for the bottom pieces of the pieces that are going to sit on there and on there, what you will need to do for this one is cut them in the opposite direction. On the previous one, we went from top right to bottom left. On this one, we need to go top left to bottom right and cut yourself a diagonal line going across from corner to corner. So all I'm going to do this is line my paper up. When you're happy with it, where it's lined up, just come in and cut across with your trimmer. And there you will see, if I just flip my card, you have your piece for the back like so, and you have your other piece like so. Okay, so I've got my first piece ready to stick down. So I'm just going to line it up. I've made it so that I have a little border going around the edge of my card. Then I grab my glue and I get the next one stuck down. Then again, leaving a little border. Oops, it's moving about. Way too much glue on there. Way too much glue. Okay, so now I'm going to stick my pieces on underneath. Just line that up. Grab my glue again. And I'm just going to just pop that like so, and then, right, that's that way. Yeah, let's get this right, Lynn. And we pop this one there like so. I love these papers, they're absolutely stunning. Next, take yourself a piece of card. So I've cut a piece of pink card, which just tones in lovely with the greens and the pretty pink roses. And this measures 2.5 by 4 3/4. So just pop that down, leaving a little border. And then in the center of the card, I've taken one of the little toppers from the paper pad. So it is the little queen, and I'm going to pop her just nearer the top, and then I can pop a little verse or write a little message there underneath. And then just to finish it and to keep the card closed, if you can see here, we've got a little bit of a point and the same down here. So all I want to do is take my double-sided tape and just line it up across from there just to there, like so. Cut this off, peel the back of the tape away, like so. Right, I've got a length of green ribbon. Okay, so I've popped my ribbon on top of my double-sided tape, and I'm just going to bring this around to the front of my card and try and tie a little bow if I can. So all I've done is I've popped my ribbon onto the back of where I've popped the tape, brought it around to the front and tied a bow to keep the card closed. And yeah, there you go. There is my cute twisted gatefold card. So I hope you give this a try. I think I could do with tying my ribbon a little bit tighter, but I can do that later on. And yeah, that's it for today. So thank you ever so much for joining me today. Would you please consider giving me a thumbs up, leaving me a comment? I would really love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free to do so. I have noticed there are a number of people who are watching who aren't subscribed. So like I said, would you please consider subscribing? I would be really, really grateful for this. And that's it for today. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I will be back again very soon with another video. In the meantime, happy crafting. Have a wonderful day. Take care. See you soon. And bye-bye for now.